Trust me, he can do it. My man did it. He can do it. There we go. Let me get my knit right. Time to get my dribble right. Boom. There we go. What's going on, people? Y'all come in here and kick it with the dribble for a minute. Pittsburgh in the building. Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh. Fort Greene Projects. What's up? The title funny as fuck. It's the truth. Y'all come on in here. We gonna talk about it. He said the title funny. Y'all come on in here. I heard they be trying to detect cuss words within the first minute of your video. It can sabotage the video, so ain't gonna be no cussing for the first 2 minutes. What's going on? Y'all come on in here. Y'all share this live stream. I know I caught y'all off guard. I just got out the lab, though. I've been working for y'all. I work for y'all. Dig? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Philly in the building. Man, I'm about to get y'all the raw truth. We got to talk about a few things. I'm going to hold y'all up. I normally say I ain't going to hold y'all up. I'm going to hold y'all up tonight. But yeah, we got to talk about a few things. Y'all share the live as y'all come in. R. Kelly might not even do the whole 30. I believe he got dirt on everybody. He wasn't the only one doing that stuff. Man, he got that. He bought that. It's tragic, but it was tragic what he was doing to those little girls, taking them away from. It's one thing to be fucking, fucking with younger girls and shit. This a whole nother thing when you kidnapping them and shit like that. He bought that, man. He bought that. He really did. Can't nobody feel sorry for him. It was wrong. If y'all watched all of those documentaries, the R. Kelly documentaries, he took those girls away from their families, wouldn't give them back, basically. Like, just totally brainwashed them, desensitized them. Just bad situation. Bad situation. So, you get what your hand called for. As far as the 30 years, he can do it. He can do it. How he kidnapped them if their parents gave them to him. That wasn't the case with all of them. But just to suppress your whole argument, if somebody say, send my baby home, that's the end of it. The kid can't even say, I don't want to go. You got to get up out of here, baby. You got to go see what your family talking about. You can come get back with the R. Come back and get back with the R a little bit later, but you got to go check in and shit. These is black folks we talking about. He showed no empathy for them girls' parents and shit. The one girl mama had to come to the hotel in Los Angeles and convince her baby to come with her and shit. You're going to get something for that. And he got 30 years. That's just one case. That's just one case in New York and shit. Some things you can't say sorry for. Nah, you can't be doing that type of shit. It's crazy that this is happening to a mainstream celebrity. I think this is the first time in my lifetime that a celebrity got roofed like that. I mean, I was around when Cool C and Steady B got their life sentences, but them niggas is gangster rappers from Philly. I won't call them gangster rappers. Them niggas was gangsters from West Philly. So that's how that played out. But R. Kelly's a big fucking deal. Like, he's huge. I know the first thing they gonna do is fleece him for all of his music. All of his valuable music. I Believe I Can Fly, Your Body's Calling Me, Sex Me, Hump Bounce, all of these fucking hits. I know them people sitting at a table somewhere right now just picking out the ones that they want. We need this one. They probably arguing over them. They gonna just rape him of the publishing. When they done with him, he won't have his publishing. Everybody don't get to sell their publishing. Melly Mel just sold his publishing. I said Melly Mel. Marley Marl just sold his publishing, but everybody don't get that opportunity sometimes. And yeah, Kels is in a lot of trouble though. About the 30. Far as the 30 years, he can do it. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it. I know he can do it. My man just did 30 years. I be with him. I be around him like basically every day almost sometimes. My man just pushed out a whole 30 ball. Whole 30 ball. So yeah, he could do it. He definitely could do it. My man just did it. I'm gonna tell you how he gonna be able to do it though, and be able to continue his life. The way that he can do it and continue his life is this. He gotta be 17 like my man. He gotta be 17 like my man. That's the only way you can survive 30 and live to tell about it. He ain't got no choice but to do it. He might get a reduced sentence. His 30 years came one day after Ghislaine Maxwell. That was Jeffrey Epstein's assistant. She used to be baiting people when they going and doing the thing with Jeffrey and shit. But they gave him dub. They gave him a dub. I mean, they gave her a dub. They gave R. Kelly 30. They gave him 30. I'm pretty sure he on suicide watch and shit. When they give a person a big sentence like that, they kind of monitor you. If you're not a criminal, they kind of monitor you. He's a regular Joe, just got that 30 on his head. His life is over. He can't do it. And see his mind gonna be fucked up. At his age, you think he got 30 in him? I told you, my man did 30 years. He just did it. He just came home. He fell in 1991. 90 or 91, he just came home. 30 years. So, hey man, Kels, he's 55. He's gonna die in prison. He's not lasting no damn 30 years. Don't be surprised if he hangs up or tries to. I can't say that I don't agree with you, fam. It just seemed like it might be something that happened. It might be something that happened. We're gonna get back to Kels in a minute in this 30 years. They jumped on Eric Holder. A lot of this shit don't be news to me, man. I don't rush to y'all with this shit, man. I'm a content creator. I actually get y'all dope when y'all come here. But yeah, them niggas whooped Eric Holder ass. They caught him in the fucking holding tank. It was about 13 inmates in the holding tank. They saying at least 2 or 3 of them jumped on his ass. Kelly might have to start telling on folks. I'm pretty sure if he had somebody that he could tell on, he would have been started doing that. Regular civilians, they don't wait and go to trial and go through all of this camera shit, and they just tell. Peace and love, positive energy to everyone. He doing fed. Yeah, he got 30 years. He said, in words of Glaze, crime doesn't pay. Is he in general population? Probably not. Probably not. He's beyond a high-profile inmate. I believe you could sign yourself out of PC. My man Shaheem the Rugged Child, he did some time, did about 8 years and shit. You have an option whether or not you want to be confined and shit. I don't know about super high-profile people like R. Kelly. He might not have a choice, but you could sign yourself out of that shit. He said he got a whole lot more of that coming. R. Kelly got insurance. If he didn't, then he doing that whole 30. If R. Kelly got insurance, if he don't, then he doing it. Oh, okay. Subscribe to the channel. Female COs might hand it over to him. He got to clean up his mind first, man. He just got 30 fucking years. He's 55 years old and shit. He got to get his mind together first. He been down for like 60 months. 60 months, that don't do much for 30 years and shit. Not unless you're doing 30, then you'll take that 5. But that's all they wanted was his money they're going to be fighting over his journals as he was in prison. Better hope he don't go to ADX. I don't think he ADX material and shit. Is he wrong? Is he going to have that TV you was talking about? He gonna need it. He gonna need it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Eric Holder got his ass whooped. Got his ass whooped. I believe some younger inmates got him and shit. I don't see no older dudes being concerned with Nipsey and fucking him up like that. Some young niggas, they like, that's dude right there, let's get him. They got him. He said he don't even know how to start that bit. He's not a jailer. He 5 years in already. He should know how to jail by now. Eric Holder ain't gonna make it through the trial. You don't think so? You're seeing a lot of the street code coming into play, major league in this Nipsey Hussle case. Even his own friends don't want to be the ones that told on Eric Holder. How do y'all feel about that? If somebody killed your friend in front of you, would you tell? Would you testify to what you saw? I'm asking people here in the chat. I'm listening. I know some people's lifestyles, you really can't do that. You're barred from doing that. But on some me and you, if somebody knocked your people down in front of you and you're on tape, that dude Rimpal, he's on tape watching the murder and shit. He's on tape. They got all this shit on tape. Do you feel that it's a sticky situation to stand with your comrade and shit? I believe the nigga Cowboy, he's pretty much honoring Nipsey in his absence, but some people they not. My man said, I'm telling. He said he killed a West Coast icon. He fish food. American Link said, I'm not telling. Rico said he not telling. I hear you. I believe some people probably feel like, man, he on camera. They don't need me to say anything. That's probably most people's philosophy. He said, I'm on that stand. I'm 47 and I'm legal now. A. Desir said, I'd rather street justice. You're supposed to tell and try your get back. Keep it in the streets. I couldn't tell. I can't tell and they got it on tape. Yeah, they don't need you to tell them they got it on tape. He said, nope, they see the camera. I'll never be known. I'm glad y'all enjoy my sneaker shoe. For you older, OG, veteran sneakerheads from New York City, I'm way younger than y'all, man. I'm a lot younger than y'all, man. I tilt my hat to y'all, man. My 5950, man. My PA knit, man. I tilted to y'all, man. Y'all got the title, man. I can't battle all y'all, man. All y'all start sending me, y'all DMing me pictures and sending me videos of y'all sneaker collections. I can't battle all y'all, man. Like, I can't. But ain't none of you niggas got no spot builds. Ain't none of you niggas got no spot builds. Don't try to battle, man. If you ain't got, you need a piece of kryptonite. Y'all see them green kryptonite hang time spot builds? You got a winter collection coming out? Oh, yes. People still buying them. People buying them. They all season, but I'm pumping my shorts right now. What if that was your family right in front of you? I'm gonna tell on the mountain of gospel. If they got it on camera, they don't need you to tell. If it was if it was someone that you love, you're put in a situation on whether or not you're gonna sit and watch this cat be exonerated, and then of course you could deal with it in the streets, or you can adhere to what the subpoena say do. I just got some black top pumps. That's crack. I got the Xavier McDaniel spot builds. Make sure y'all go check out my I need one of them knitters. Oh, cop up, man. www.therealdribble.com. I'm around. I got crack for you. Yeah. Let me talk about Steven Jackson for 1 minute. And I thought I'm probably go on my sports channel and go live about it too. Let me talk about Steven Jackson for 1 minute. I don't think what Steven Jackson did was wrong. I don't think he had to do it. I don't think it was wrong though. Um, I think that somebody of his stature, a basketball player, could probably, amongst other things, find another way to keep it real. I think that. I think he could find another way to keep it real. I don't think he's an actor. I don't think he's a fraud. I watch basketball. I follow basketball. Steven Jackson been like a hoodlum type nigga his whole career. He's been like a hoodlum type. Steven Jackson was in the Malice in the Palace. Y'all remember that, right? The fight in Detroit between the Indiana Pacers and the Pistons. He been about that. He been like he's a street guy who made it to the NBA. There's some make it through. He's one of them. He's one of them, and I believe because of that, um, the old block thing was attracted to him. I think that was attractive to him. Um, but when you hear an NBA guy saying rest in peace, King Von," or "Long live King Von," that might not be what's up. That might not be what's up. King Von got a notorious reputation for killing a lot of people and shit. A lot of people probably look up to Steven Jackson as an athlete. Steven Jackson, a rapper too. He rapped too. Stack 5. Um, I can't speak against him going there because I know how that felt for them kids or even the guys, like the people who from Old Block who live around there. If Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson came to the hood, came to somebody's block, that'd be the dopest thing ever. Like, that would have been the dopest thing ever. That the NBA player come to your block and start shooting jumpers and shit. Like, I think that's dope. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I think that I know back in the day, Dr. J used to play basketball in Philly in the summertime. Like, you might catch him on a basketball court in North Philly or 52nd Street playing a pickup game or some shit like that. I think that was okay, but the whole old block thing, he probably could have went someplace without such a notorious reputation. He said he was all jeweled out too. Don't think he was out there without no weapon. Whoever was out there with him had a gun. I don't know if he had one, but he was out there with security. Don't think that nigga was out there just hanging around. Nobody trusts their life in no neighborhood like that. It just don't make sense to go out there with no jewelry on. Not unless a motherfucker say you can do it. It just don't make sense. Um, yeah, he said, shout out to O Block, we outside and all that. All of that is hoodlum shit. All of that is hoodlum shit. That should be beneath someone like Steven Jackson. The whole "it's outside, we outside" cliche, when you hear that, it's all bad. It's always negative. We outside means we in the streets, probably doing wrongdoing, or we keeping it real. When that's what people say when we outside, I guess they call themselves keeping it real. Someone like Steven Jackson, who's worth probably, I think they said probably close to $20 million, he don't have to keep it real. He don't have to keep it real. He already went well beyond the threshold of success. He don't have to keep it real, but I think the whole O Block thing is trendy. I think all of them niggas be saying it. A lot of them celebrities talk about O Block, and a lot of them say rest in peace King Von and all that shit. I didn't know King Von's story until recently. I sat down and watched it. I wanted to know why they talk about him so much. Like, he's a fucking superstar and shit. Like, I didn't know whether I didn't think it was about music. I'm like, why the fuck Von? Like, even niggas that I respect, King Odie, like, King Von's music or that movement and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know until recently that he's championed, mentioned, remembered for all of all of the people that he killed and shit. Is that the allure? Is that the tell me why it's cool to say King Von? Is that what it is? He said, same goes for the coward that murdered Trouble. Everybody's outside until they clip, then you a victim. My uncle did 33 years straight, DC Black. R. Kelly would be alright. My man said, I met Paul Pierce and Eric Williams hooping in the hood in Boston years back. I think it's cool. Come through, shoot some jumpers and shit, take some pictures and shit. Acknowledge people, some of the people who be getting ignored on social media, some of the people that be in your comments trying to communicate with you, trying to get noticed, trying to mingle with you and shit. He came down off of his pedestal and he went into one of the most deprived, dangerous neighborhoods in the United States to show some love. I don't think it was wrong, but he probably can find something else to do with his time. Like trying to uphold the real nigga shit ain't what's up. Trying to uphold it, being in position. He could have did something else with his time. You know what I'm saying? And people all over the world deserve an NBA player to pull up and shoot some J's with him. I advise more of them to do that. That might begin some type of healing process or bring some of these shooters back down to being basketball players. Because some of these shooters was point guards before. Niggas wasn't born killers. Niggas wasn't born shooters and shit. Niggas was born wanting to play little league football. Niggas was born wanting to be a shortstop playing baseball. Niggas was born growing up wanting to be athletes and shit like that. The perversion comes from society or older nigga putting that killing shit in your head. He said, get some programs started for the misled youth. I think so. He said, it's crazy that Von managed to transcend all of the things that he came from and still ended up dying on some hood type stuff. It's time for people to let him go ahead and put him to rest. To my understanding, he was a devil, black devil, killed a lot of people. Just something that don't need to be glorified in our community and shit. No more after school programs or YMCAs. Why is it not cool for him to go in the neighborhood to show the kids something different? I didn't have no problem with it. But, the whole, we outside, King Von, da 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 da. That ain't what's up coming from no pro athlete, though. For real. But he did come through and show some love. So, there's people who ain't gonna never forget that. They're gonna talk about that for the rest of their day. Remember the time Steven Jackson came to the neighborhood, man? They're gonna remember that shit. R. Kelly, 30 years, man. 30 fucking years. And he can do it. He can do it. I got proof. My man just did 30, but he started when he was 17. Kels need a time machine. He need to pull back the hands of time a little bit. Don't mean to change the subject, but what you think about that boxing match with Bosco? I already spoke about that. That shit was despicable. Despicable. Bosco talked his way up on some money and shit. I respect his dribble, man. He done been in 2 celebrity boxing matches, all off being ugly and talking shit on the internet. I stay in PA said, is that a bonnet? I'm a fucking man. Why would I be wearing a fucking bonnet, bozo? Kick him out my chat for being a motherfucking bonehead. Kick him out of here. You know what the fuck this is. This is the notorious PA knit, nigga. He said 17 and 55, a big gap, Gully. Huge gap. I was thinking it's a Chi-Town OG who gonna hold Kelly down. Chi-Town OGs ain't gonna do nothing but extort him. When he get where he going, he gonna pay somebody. He is. You still praise Alpo just like people praise King Von. I don't praise Alpo. Why would I praise Alpo? I got a book that I'm selling. I had some experiences with Alpo and I share them with y'all. I don't praise Alpo. Alpo is a killer, deceiver, all of that. Was he a likable person? I thought he was alright. Could I detect danger on him? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alpo would have still killed today. The person that he was. Yeah. He said, Kel's got to find somebody to tell on. Jason Harris, I doubt it. So, yeah. He said, just like people praise King Von. I'm not the one to praise the nigga. Answer your DM when you get a chance. Is there money there? He said, I need advice. You said the wrong thing, fam. I ain't your guidance counselor or your preacher, my nigga. I'm the dribble, fam. You know what I mean? You want my ear and shit, man. You could rent it for an hour or something like that. Trump 2024. I've been hearing a lot about that recently. I also heard a lot about what happened during that insurrection at the nation's capital and shit. He definitely encouraged them. Bimmy and Supreme. That's something that's big right now. The Bimmy interviews on Vlad TV. Bimmy's my man. I talk to him pretty regularly. They gonna have to iron that out in Queens, yo. Word. What do you believe actually happened with R. Kelly and his so-called victims? He was fucking them. He was fucking them. The nigga was a mental case, man. The nigga was a mental case, yo. That nigga was a mental case. That nigga was like John Wayne Gacy or one of them niggas, man. Them niggas get a hold of a bitch and don't never. She disappeared from visibility. Poof. Poof. He said Whack 100, man. I heard Whack 100 talking. Greasy's a motherfucker about J Prince on this lot. Somebody sent it to me. I was like, God damn. I'm starting to believe Whack 100. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it's trolling. I'm starting to believe him. I think he got something going on. It's Pillmatic finished, man. I'm working on it, Mr. Stay Blessed. The sweatshirts is out, though. www.therealdribble.com. Kels is not alone in this. Those parents offered up their daughters. Those parents need to be in there with Kels. It was just small advice, fam. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a guidance counselor. I don't mean to, use profanity or nothing like that. If you're not gonna go ask Diddy or Russell Simmons or somebody like that for no, don't ask me. I got the same capabilities. I'm the dribble. I'm Gully TV. You dig? That's all I do and shit. I could tell you how to get some money. I can't tell you about nothing else and shit. He said that's cool. I don't want you to come here expecting something of me that's not gonna happen and shit. This brand, I worked for it. I preserved it. You see this on my chest, Gully. I worked for it and shit. I can't just give you access to the dribble like that. I can't. Aaliyah was 22 years old when she died. R. Kelly wasn't the only one. Case slander when she was underage. Content advice. I'm gonna give you some content advice here in front of everybody. Do something original. Take your time. Don't be in a rush because you're gonna get your results once you put it out. And that's all I can give you. Be original. A lot of these dudes around here cheating and lying. Listen to this shit here. For the bozo that made the drug dealer sneaker video. It was so deplorable. I couldn't watch the whole thing. Yesterday, after I got on here with it, I went and watched the whole thing. This motherfucker was so out of touch, right? I have to just put this here. This is why it's important that we control the narrative and everything concerning this hip-hop shit. Because if other motherfuckers get involved, they gonna fuck it up. fresh, dressed like $1,000,000, threw on my Bally shoes and the fly green socks. That's Slick Rick. Slick Rick said that on your documentary, on your flawed ass documentary. You mentioned that verse. You said fresh, dressed like $1,000,000, threw on my Bally shoes and the fly green socks. And you said, see, here he is right here with the Bally sneakers on. Nah, they wasn't talking about Bally sneakers. When you heard Bally, I just showed y'all Bally sneakers because I had some. When they was talking about Bally, they wasn't talking about no fucking sneakers. They wasn't talking about no sneakers. They was talking, he said, put on my Bally shoes and my fly green socks. He was talking about an actual shoe, probably suede, loafer type motherfucking shoe. That's what Hustlers was wearing. It wasn't a Bally sneaker. The Bally sneaker came a little bit later. So yeah, and you misquoted. You said fresh, dressed like $1,000,000, threw on my Bally shoes and my fly green socks. And you showed a picture of fucking Dougie Fresh with some fucking Bally's on. That wasn't Dougie Fresh's verse. That's Slick Rick the Ruler. The song ain't called Lottie Dee Dee Dottie Dee. This motherfucker called Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie. He called it Lottie Dottie Dee. I'm not making this shit up. This motherfucker called Lottie Dottie Dee. This is how out of touch he is with the fucking culture. It's Lottie Dottie. If you didn't hear it the first time, Snoop Dogg remade the song in 1993. He called it the same thing, Lottie Dottie. Stop fucking infiltrating our culture, fucking shit up. You don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. This motherfucker made a motherfucking video about sneakers with zero fucking information and experience. I'm gonna say it again. When he said fresh, dressed like $1,000,000, threw on my Bally shoes and my fly green socks. They was wearing fucking Bally shoes. Go look. You didn't see Big Daddy Kane in sneakers all like that. Them niggas is wearing, when Big Daddy Kane, what'd he say? Tough silk suits, $100 Bally, what'd he say? Tough silk suits, $1,000 Bally boots. Yeah, they was talking about a fucking shoe. They wasn't talking about a sneaker. So just for the record, when y'all see that video, yeah, I'm glad you said the fucking Bally that they was talking about, it was suede and it kind of resembled the Wallaby and shit, or a British Walker, but it was a fucking Bally and shit. Yeah, so these niggas don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Made a fucking video talking about drug dealer sneakers and posted a fucking Pro Kid. Wasn't no fucking drug dealers wearing no Pro Kids. They probably was wearing Pro Kids when they went to go get their first pack. After one day on the block, after an hour on the block, them niggas is out of them fucking Pro Kids. Niggas is out of them fucking Pro Kids. He said the remake, some songs shouldn't be remade and shit, but yeah, this motherfucker talking about Lottie Dottie Dee. The fuck is you talking about? This ain't no goddamn nursery rhyme, clown. You know what the fuck you talking about. Vlad be doing the same thing. Vladimir says to Bimmy, Bimmy's telling a story. Bimmy's telling a story about a famous rapper who told on him, got him in trouble, got him in a drug case. Bimmy didn't want to say her name on Vlad TV. Vlad says, do you mind if I say her name? You mentioned her name in other interviews. Do you mind saying her name? You mentioned her name in your Gully TV interview, Bimmy. It's Sweet Tea. You feel me? He does this often. Often he interview people and my name will come up, or an action that I did will come up, and he'll act like he don't know where the fuck he got the name, the information from. I don't care. I don't fucking care at all. I don't care at all. I don't give a fuck what he do. You dig? I'm just telling y'all the fucking score. We definitely keeping score. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Boom, 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 boom. said cloud chasing. I guess they call that. That's what they call it now and shit, man. I call it a sloppy ass dribble. Sloppy ass dribble. Boom. He said, "Yep, Soldier just snapped on say Vlad and say cheese and no jumper for mentioning his name. I was down with Rakim a little bit more than Kane. Give that boy some interview lessons. His Bimmy interview was trash. That's because he's repackaging an interview that I did 2 years ago. I interviewed Bimmy 2 years ago, probably 3. Max B needed to stay away from Vlad when he come home, like Troy Reed did. Troy Reed didn't give him no energy and shit. He said Sweet Tea did that. Yeah, she did. That came out of the interview that I did. If you want to hear Bimmy say it out of his mouth, go look at Gully TV Bimmy. Just look it up. I didn't know him and 50 was good friends. I believe his relationship with 50 Cent is causing some discord. That's all I say on that. If they really have a, I don't know if their relationship is public and shit like that. I feel like 50 Cent played chess with Supreme and him. He said he be playing chess. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said Japan is back. Worldwide with the dribble. What's happening? Shout out to Japan. Shout out to Japan. They gave R. Kelly a 30 ball. They gave him a Steph Curry, a David Maggett, a Bernard King. What athletes y'all know that wore number 30? Let's see if we can get some jersey numbers in here. Who all wore number 30? Y'all ready? Who wore number 30? Rasheed Wallace, Terrell Davis. My man, they said Rasheed from the door. Terrell Davis, Denver Broncos. Sheed, for sure. He said they enemies, you have to pick a side. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Stephon Marbury, he didn't wear 30, he wore 33. Del Curry, Icky Woods, David West. I see y'all. Julius Randle, Kenny the Jet Smith. They gave him a Kenny the Jet. They gave him a Icky Woods. Terry Porter. Check y'all out. Check y'all out. I didn't think it was going to go this far, man. I only had about 3 guys. David Maggett, Bernard King, Rasheed Wallace, Steph Curry. Y'all was doing it. Billy Owens, another good one. Steph was number 3 at first. Yeah. He said gave him a Kenny. Harold Miner. I think Harold Miner wore 32. Harold Miner wore 32, yo. Fucking lights in the whip went to sleep. Got dark in here. Y'all see that shit? Larry Bird, number 33, too. They gave R. Kelly 30, but that Weinstein girl only facing 20. I think she got the 20 already. She got the 20 already. I played ball with Billy Owens at Plymouth Meeting Rec Center. Where that's at? Carlisle. Frank Williams. I thought about that earlier. University of Illinois played for the Knicks. That's a good one. Seth Curry. Willie Randolph. Damn. Bernard King was number 30 for the Washington Bullets. Yeah. Billy Owens from Philly, I played ball with him. Billy Owens ain't from Philly. Billy Owens is from Carlisle. Good morning, everybody. Y'all gonna have me talk my way right into the gym fucking with y'all this morning. I appreciate everybody for coming through. R. Kelly better get with that law library and learn how to read. R. Kelly in a lot of trouble, man. He said Tarpley. Was Tarpley 30? Tarpley used to get a Lakers hell. Conshohocken, where Andy Reid lived right outside Philly. Okay. Bernard King was 30 for the Knicks, too. Got it. www.therealdribble.com. Make sure y'all visit my website, man. Get y'all PA knit, man. Get y'all. I got on my luxury basketball shorts. I got a pair on right now. How long you been on? 40 minutes. Nolan Ryan. He said Bernard was 30 on the Knicks. Randall having 30 is blasphemy. You know the NBA never allowed numbers 69, 74, 75, 58, and 59. Why? Tarpley was 42. That sounds like a little bit more legit. You think Murray gonna help the Hawks? I don't know, man. I don't know. I see a lot of people is empathizing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They saying that they was young. They blaming their finals loss on them being young. Man, them niggas tall as fuck. Them niggas tall as fuck. Them niggas way taller than Steph Curry, man. Them niggas is supposed to win that shit, man. Them niggas let that little nigga shoot them out the building. If Pippen's son get a chip with LeBron, I'm done. I remember when he got that lifetime ban from David Stern. I'm in North. You know you heavy in Philly, Gully. Yeah, I did time with a lot of them niggas and shit, man. I got, some partners from Philly and shit. How do you feel about abortion? I ain't never really used it. I think I tried to use it when I was young. And we ended up having a baby anyway. Her name is Journey. She made it here, she went through all of that. It was a journey, so that's her name. I don't I don't know, man. I think that's best left up to the person. I seen a chick that sent a post. It's a post that I seen on social media today, and this chick was saying that she 25 weeks, and somehow she found out that her baby wasn't gonna live. The baby wasn't gonna live. The baby was basically gonna die inside of her, and the best thing for her to do was abort it. But they don't have the abortion shit right now, and the baby is inside of her having seizures and shit when she could have, had that removed from her body. But the baby is having seizures inside of her, and um, whenever the baby have seizures, it's the mother is this a lot of volatile shit going on inside of her and shit, and it's painful and a bunch of other shit, and she got this baby in her that she needs removed from her, and that sometimes for medical issues, abortion is the right thing to do. But I don't. Hey man, if I bust my gun and have a baby, I'm cool with it. He's poured. He said I think I used it. Dante Jones, Duke Blue Devils. Yeah, he was 30. He said, "Damn, that's crazy." Yeah. I seen that post earlier today. Go to Hakeem Green from Channel Live. He posted a lot of knowledgeable things on Instagram, and the chick made a whole post like, I guess this happened and this is real life and shit. It should be a woman's choice, period. Women has all control unless manipulated or scared. R. Kelly was the R&B king back in the day. A lot of fake ones around him only concerned with money and looked the other way. I interviewed Aaliyah's bodyguard on this channel. Go check out the interview. I know that Aaliyah doesn't affect him getting 30 years in Brooklyn, but um, Aaliyah's family bodyguard said that they once had to track her to Miami and bring her back because she snuck out the house, like went out of a window and went and caught a flight to Miami. She was a teenager when she did this shit. That's something that don't be spoken of a lot. Aaliyah little ass is hot. Aaliyah little ass is hot. There's too many niggas attached to her name and shit, man. For her to been that young, them niggas is at her little ass, for real. I'm at work talking to you, Gully. You doing your thing. Thank you. He said Dame Dash. I think they said a lot of them was, Dame wasn't the only one. Dame might have been the one who made her his girl. I think them niggas was putting her through the spin cycle. He said it's kind of believable. Jay-Z, R. Kelly. Rufus Jones said, damn, I had to calculate. I would have 11 kids without abortion. You a serial killer, nigga. Oh, shit. Can you interview?
Unknown caller.
Can you interview some of those Big East legends? I'd love to. Lawrence Moulton, Terry DeHare, Brian Caver, those guys. We need that. I hear you. Yes, he got 30 years, 30 whole years in jail, yo. It was Dame's girl. Jay-Z was trying to get at her. Drop Dame's mouth. They said that she used to mess with Ghostface, too. Y'all didn't see her interview? She was spotted somewhere, you know, in a chair sleeping with Ghostface. Y'all, did y'all miss that? When I heard that, I'm like, damn, shorty, she was making her moves, man. She was doing her thing. You ever talk to Sean Branch? Talk to him all the time. Do he still got the Chicago case? He got a case in Illinois, I believe, and possibly Atlanta or LA. He said DMX had her too. Damn. He said, oh yeah, Raekwon exposed that. Would you accept a sponsor interview whenever you see somebody on this platform that's unsigned? That's a sponsor interview. That means they paid to get on the platform. When you see, let me see, Frio, these different guys that you see on the, you know, on the rise and shit. He said she was making her rounds. He said the best 3 college basketball players you ever seen: Glenn Robinson, Kenny Anderson, and Chris Jackson. Larry Johnson, Big Dog, not Dog, Big Nasty. Larry Johnson, Big Nasty from Arkansas, Corliss Williamson, Kenny Anderson. I take them 3. Willie Glass, that's old school, number 30, St. John's. Women be trying to act like she was an innocent angel. R.I.P. baby girl. Yeah, they got a lot on her and shit. Would you interview Crip Mac? I could interview him. He's a rapper. Yeah. Did y'all see the documentary? Have y'all seen the Dream Team documentary about the ladies yet? Did y'all see the Dream Team? They got a Dream Team documentary about the lady Dream Team. The Dream Team from '96. Cheryl Swoop. He said that doc was fire. Fire. He said on ESPN, yeah, it's good. Man, that shit almost made me cry, man, because that was my era and shit. Like, I was in school and all of that. I remember those sneakers. I remember those jerseys. They said Cheryl Swoops, she worked for Nike right now. Y'all know why she worked with Nike? Because she got a Nike sneaker and shit. They hired her some type of way and shit. That's why she over there at Nike. He said, Chris Webber, you bugging. Could none of them dudes fuck with Larry Johnson, yo? And 130 for 30. I gotta check it out, man. And my niggas and shit. I'm friends with a lot of them guys. Scotty Thurman was a shooter. They did Rebecca Lobo dirty. What they do to her? Some people say Swoops is the best women's player. It could be Swoops or Cynthia Cooper. They were scoring all the points back then. Timbo said he was in love with her and married his wife who looked like her. Wow. Good morning, everybody, man. That's 50 minutes, man. That's getting like an hour. They played semi-pro in Richmond, Virginia, 96 and 97 after the Olympics. I used to have a crush on Don Staley. When I was watching that documentary, I noticed that Don Staley and Lisa Leslie couldn't keep their hands off each other. Whenever you seen Don on a documentary, Lisa was right there and vice versa. He said, Candace Parker, I love her. Candace Owens is sexy as hell, Gully. You think so? I had to post her, man. People don't like her. She share a lot of truth, though. He says Staley would not have a crush. Tina Thompson. Tina was like that. She scored a lot of points, too. Sexy as hell with her big-ass lips. Irv Gotti inks a $300 million deal. He started crying. Nah, that team actually didn't have Cynthia Cooper. Cynthia Cooper didn't play on that dream team. After the women's Olympic team was so good, they went undefeated. They won like 60 straight games or some crazy shit. They were so good, David Stern and the NBA decided to make an offspring, a WNBA and shit. So that's what happened. Yeah. And when they made the new league, that's when Cynthia Cooper and all of the Tina Thompson and all of them played. Those chicks that was on that first team, those is the veterans, the OGs. Teresa Edwards, Venus Lacey. I didn't know about Venus Lacey. When they showed Venus Lacey's part of the documentary, I almost cried, man. She got amnesia and shit. She don't even remember scoring all them points. She don't remember winning all those games. It's really, really sad, but I recommend that y'all go check it out. He said, Teresa Edwards ball like magic. I seen with my own eyes. She got the record for assists in the Olympics. I think she had 15 dimes before. He said, Tarasi, I know she got a beak, but she can get it. She got a beak like a motherfucker. Year 2000, the Sparks was lit. The WNBA was lit for like the first 5-6 years in the league, in existence. Tamika Dixon, like you said, the LA Sparks, Tamika Dixon, Lisa Leslie and all of them. Kim Hampton played for New York, cute joint, number 34, big girl. He said, Venus Lacey, man, what a talent. You got to check out the documentary, man. I wanted to cry when they showed Venus Lacey's part. Diana Taurasi is still in the league. She played for Phoenix, the same team that Brittany Griner plays for. I believe she's probably the oldest player in the league. Witherspoon from the Liberty. I remember her. Shamiqua Hoes called. Yeah, y'all naming all the dimes. Sue Bird, Jennifer Azzi, all of those, yeah, some big names. Some chicks was like that. Shamiqua Holesclaw from Queens. Becky Hammond, New York Liberty. He said, where's the documentary? I watched it on ESPN. Just Google it. Ladies Dream Team documentary. Kim Perot. Y'all naming all the old hotties, man. Some of these names I ain't heard in forever. Michelle Tolliver. Go look up Kim Hampton from the New York Liberty. She was like a BBW. She was number 34. She was a model, though. Long ass hair. She was gorgeous. Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. He said, yeah, I love Shamiqua, bro. That was good basketball, man. You know what else is good basketball? The teams that was feeding the WNBA, them college teams, Louisiana Tech. Teresa Edwards played for them, I believe. Louisiana Tech, Stanford, Connecticut. Them was some good teams, man. Them was some good teams. Tennessee, the Volunteers. Good teams for years. Sue Bird, Holesclaw, Christ the King, Queens, New York. Holesclaw, Lamar Odom, same high school. I ain't watched no Big 3 games yet, but I heard Michael Beasley doing his thing. Skylar Diggins is bad. I met Jennifer Azzi when she was a freshman at Stanford. Baylor, Louisville, Stanford, South Carolina. Dawn Staley, she just won a national championship this past year. She's the highest paid female basketball coach. I see the type of workouts you do. You build like a goddamn action figure. Try burpees, fam. Diana Taurasi is the white mamba. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I really, really do. It's about to be 4 in the morning on the East Coast. And I appreciate y'all for coming through. I really do. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notification. He said the White Howard girl is bad too, T. Cooper. I always thought female athletes were sexy as fuck. Straight up. He said, I just got done watching Mike Bow Wow go hoop. I watched Blue Chips the other day. My Ling, hey baby, long time no see. For content and not begging, the 6th floor. I appreciate that super chat. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Peace, bro. Dope live tonight. Thank you. Give me Liz Camage. I be hearing a lot about her. She must be like that. Track girls are the finest. Man, out of all of the athletes, I'm going to get up out of here. The sprinters, the chicks that run the 100-meter dash, and the volleyball players. They some bad motherfuckers, yo. It was a volleyball player across from me in college, directly across the hall, named Erin. She was from Cleveland. She was bad as a motherfucker, man. Big ass legs. He said, Flojo. He said, softball. It'd be some thick motherfuckers playing that college softball, too. He said, the volleyball players be thick as fuck. Yeah, all that jumping and shit. Always thick. Yeah, all that jumping around. No lies told. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I don't know why I can't name y'all some sprinters before I get up out of here, man. It was some badass sprinters, man. Some thick joints. I ain't talking about like Gail and them. I'm talking about it was some sprinters that had some real killer bodies and shit. I have to go look at some old Olympics. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming through. He said, Gwendy, that's Gail. That's Gail Devers, fam. Do the PA knits, push your hairline back. I got dreads. Why would you blame your receding hairline on my knit cap, man? That lady from the New York Liberty, the thick joint, she was fine. That was Kim Hampton. Kim Hampton. I. He said, girl got 20, R. Kelly got 30. And that's how the ball bounces. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Good morning. Peace to the chat. Fuck with the dribble. The dribble is spectacular. The dribble is fluid. The dribble is consistent. The dribble is rare. It's esoteric. It's dynamic. It's the biggest thing going on online. Make sure you always come and tune in to the DRIBBLE by Gully TV. Peace.